April 2019. Trump and French President Emmanuel Macron hugged and shook hands, what appeared to be a warm reunion.
It's an honor to be here. We had a good time together, and we had a lot of success, really great success working together on defense and offense too. And it certainly seems like the world is going a little crazy right now. Yeah.
The cathedral's bells rang for the first time in 5 years. First responders were also recognized for their efforts to extinguish the fire. The reopening drew leaders from around the world, including Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. He met with Trump and Macron before the ceremony, saying on social media it was good and productive, and that they resolved to keep working together to end Russia's war with Ukraine. Trump also sat down with Prince William.
That's a very, very beautiful cathedral, if you ask me. Notre Dame de Paris in Paris, France. They did a great job in the restoration. After the fire 5 years ago, we still don't know what happened, but they did a great job. Look at how beautiful that is in the interior. Amazing.
The cathedral will reopen to the public Sunday. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
And that was the sound of DC's Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception, celebrating the reopening of Notre Dame this afternoon. The Basilica sent us this video after pealing their bells for 2 minutes just about 4 hours ago. 5 years ago, the Basilica tolled its bells in mourning of the church catching fire. But today's pealing marked a beginning of a new day.
And yep, it is finally reopened. Macron, Zelenskyy and Trump in the cathedral taking picture, talking briefly. And Musk was also there at the same time. I think Macron must be very, very proud of his job with the cathedral. It's probably one of the best things he's done within his 5 years as a president. Let's hear a little bit more about that.
President-elect Trump, while we're on the subject, meets with French President Emmanuel Macron in Paris. This is Trump's first overseas trip since he won re-election last month. Leaders from all over the world descended on the City of Lights to celebrate the reopening of Notre Dame Cathedral after it was devastated by a fire in 2019. The visit comes as the French government is in turmoil. It collapsed on Wednesday, forcing the Prime Minister to resign just 3 months after his appointment. Trump recently sparked even more controversy by appointing his son-in-law, Jared Kushner's father, who Trump had pardoned, to now serve as ambassador to France. And Trump and Macron also meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Trump has said that he would end the war between Russia and Ukraine swiftly, but has not released any specific proposal.
That's gonna be a very, very difficult task. Ending the war swiftly and quickly. We will see what happens. Nobody knows exactly what kind of deal is gonna find with Zelenskyy and Putin and the rest of the allies in Europe. We will see what happens, and we will cover it all in January.
On how that would happen. There is concern that President-elect Trump might abandon support for Ukraine once he takes office. Ukraine has defended heavily on American money and weapons throughout the nearly 3-year-long war.
Yeah, it's a possibility, but nobody knows if that's going to be the case or not. Let's look at the video of President Trump arriving at the cathedral. Coming out of his car, walking up the stairs. He arrived last, of course, was the most important person. Everybody was already waiting for him. He's gonna meet with President Macron right there and shake hands within the entrance, within the cathedral entrance right there, and shake with Macron. And then he's gonna greet his wife, Brigitte Macron. Gonna take a couple of pictures and then enter the cathedral and sit closely together for the opening ceremony. Beautiful, beautiful cathedral, beautiful picture, beautiful people. He must be very proud. Yep, Macron must be very proud of welcoming President Trump to the new cathedral. Brand new cathedral, fully restored. Hopefully these two will be able to work closely together for the next couple of years and make Europe and America great again. We will see what happens. And here we have finally Elon Musk within the cathedral as well, attending the ceremony with Donald Trump. Musk is now a very, very close advisor of Donald Trump. So he's following him everywhere, taking some pictures. Elon Musk has fans all over the world, of course. He's a huge celebrity and a businessman. Here we have Donald Trump greeting US Marines stationed in France. Also a nice gesture. They are very young. They look very young. The Marines stationed in France at the cathedral. Nice gesture, very nice gesture. And here some more salutation, some more handshake from Trump inside the cathedral. I believe before the opening ceremony. Before the opening ceremony starts, shaking hands. With a couple of people with Zelenskyy right there. Very, very cautious. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's sad that we don't hear what they are talking about before carrying a microphone. It's always a private conversation. He's probably only saying hello, welcome back, Mr. Trump. Nice to see you again. Pleasure to meet you here right there in France. Inside this beautiful cathedral. Hello, hello. Good evening. Here we have Prince William. Trump also met with Prince William. Prince William. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Very nice picture right there. Trump and Prince William are gonna meet, taking also a couple picture, meeting and having a short discussion, a brief meeting inside Notre Dame during the ceremony between Trump and Prince William. Let's hear the full story about that.
Good evening, I'm John Yang. The embers of Notre Dame Cathedral were still smoldering in April 2019 when French President Emmanuel Macron vowed to rebuild the centuries-old Gothic monument to be more beautiful than before and to do it in 5 years. That struck some as wildly unrealistic. But today, 5.5 years and $900 million later, Macron's promise has been fulfilled. Against the skyline of Paris, the Notre Dame Cathedral has risen from the ashes. Its official reopening marked by Paris Archbishop Laurent Ulrich knocking on the once shuttered doors. Inside, led by French President Emmanuel Macron, dignitaries and clergy rose to applaud the hundreds of Paris firefighters who fought for hours to douse the flames.
I am here before you, before we begin the Mass, to tell you of the gratitude of the French nation. Gratitude for all those who saved, helped, and rebuilt Our Lady of Paris, Notre Dame de Paris.
For nearly 900 years, it had survived the French Revolution, the Franco-Prussian War, and World War II, only to be devastated in April 2019 by a massive fire. The roof went up in flames and the spire toppled, nearly destroying the main bell towers.
Very, very sad to see. We still don't
Outside
know
the
what happened
incinerated
exactly.
landmark, stunned onlookers sang hymns. Reconstruction began almost immediately. 2,000 craftspeople from around the world worked on the project, battling COVID-19 restrictions and toxic lead dust left by the fire. Dozens of world leaders, diplomats, and celebrities attended the celebration of the monument's rebirth. President Biden didn't attend, citing an unspecified scheduling conflict, and sent First Lady Jill Biden in his place. Macron personally invited President-elect Trump, who made his first overseas trip since the election. For Mr. Trump, it was a high-profile return to the global spotlight and an opportunity for face-to-face meetings with Macron and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. So today was more than just a celebration of the cathedral's restoration.
Of course, Putin was not invited. Yeah, I wonder why.
It was also President-elect Trump's return to the world stage. Heather Conley is a senior advisor to the German Marshall Fund. She was Deputy Secretary of State for European Affairs in the George W. Bush administration. So, Heather, we had the very unusual sight today in Paris. The current president of the United States was not there. The president-elect was there, and he met with the French president and the president of Ukraine. What do you make of that?
Yes, John. I mean, it's really extraordinary to have a president-elect really beginning to take the approaches of state, conducting foreign policy while we already have a different administration in place. So these are extraordinary times. And certainly President-elect Trump is taking advantage of this moment and the world's focus on the reopening and restoration of Notre Dame to begin that important diplomacy.
Now, we're told that French President Macron really lobbied the president-elect to go, that he called him personally. Why was it so important to Macron that Mr. Trump show up?
Well, President Macron, from President Trump's first administration, knows that President Trump likes pomp, circumstance. He gave it to him in volumes in the first term with the Bastille Day, special ceremonies, restaurant tours. So he knew this was an opportunity. President Macron also wanted to be the first European leader to engage with President-elect Trump, to shape his views, particularly on the war in Ukraine, also as events are rapidly unfolding in the Middle East. So this was a real coup for President Macron to have one-on-one time with the president-elect and then to bring President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelenskyy together in a conversation. This was really important. So it paid off. And it's great because President Macron has really had a tough week domestically. And
yeah, that's probably what Emmanuel Macron is most proud of right now, the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral. And he invited world leaders from all over the world to meet with him right there. I hope you enjoyed this video with me today, guys. Thanks for watching and staying with me to the end. Click right there to watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye-bye.